Hey everyone, Mark at Service and Sync here. I'm going to go over permission groups, what they are, and how to use them in Service and Sync. Permission groups are a set of permissions you can set up and assign users to. What that does is make it so if you want to change permissions for all users assigned to a specific group, you can simply change that permission's group permissions, and those permissions will automatically transfer over to all assigned users in the Edit User section. Without permission groups, you would need to manually adjust each user's permissions in the Edit User section. It's important to note that if you've assigned a user to a specific permission group and you've manually made changes to that user's permissions outside of the permission group in the individual Edit User page, those changes will stay until you've modified that user's assigned permission group or reassign them to a new permission group. So changes to individual user accounts will be overwritten by changes to the assigned permission group. An example would be if Joe is assigned to a supervisor permission group, then you go in and edit Joe's individual permission manually to something different than the permission group settings. Those updated permission settings will stay until you edit the supervisor permission group. Then Joe's permissions will be updated to match the supervisor permission group again, and the previous individual changes will be overwritten. So let's dive into the permission group page. There are 4 buttons located at the top of the permission settings section and a selection list box. The selection list is used to select an existing permission group. The 4 buttons are Create New, which creates a new group, Rename, which renames the selected permission group, Save, which updates the selected group with the shown permission settings, and Delete, which removes the selected permission group. To get started, you can create a new permission group by clicking the Create New button. This will pop up a field asking for the name of the group. You should name this something that you'll be able to remember, something like supervisor or team lead, and then click the blue Save button. Now you can go through and choose the permission settings you want to set for this permission group. Look over all your permissions for this permission group and make sure everything is correct. Once everything is entered correctly, scroll back up to the top and click the blue Save button. This will update the permission group. You have now successfully added a permission group to Service and Sync. Keep in mind that any updates to a permission group will immediately update the permissions of all staff assigned to this group and overwrite any individual permission changes made to that user. If you need more help with these, feel free to open a live chat at the bottom right of the Service and Sync page, or simply give us a call at the phone number at the top right of the Service and Sync page, and we'll gladly walk you through it and answer any questions that you might have.